Match overall, probably the best women's chamber match I've seen. Triple H came out cooking with some gas as soon as the first bell rang. Uh, Not a lot to complain about in this match. I'm gonna be completely honest here. Even the little slight thing that you could complain about, I'm not gonna complain about just because the match quality in and of itself made you forget about that. So, all things considered, I enjoyed this match. I loved it. Kudos to every woman involved in this match. They
Mm.
get a lot of credit.
I give a lot of credit to Liv Morgan. I think by the end of that match, in every chamber match, there's always somebody that takes a majority of the punishment. And I
Hmm.
think if you look at Liv by the end of the match, you could tell that Liv was clearly that person.
Yeah.
She took a lot of damage and she was involved in a spot that we won't talk about, but was very interesting to me. Um, just the camera work was weird on one of those vicious spots in the chamber.
Sneaky
Um,
old fox.
but credit to Liv, she does the best work she can, putting as many people over, while lasting probably longer than anyone else in the chamber. Um, that being said, the bigger details of the match. What was the big story twist? It has to be Jade returning,
Hmm.
right? I thought it was going to happen when they lost the titles. I thought Jade was going to be the cause of it. I thought maybe post chamber, I thought maybe anything but what happened. What ended up happening here is at the very start of the chamber, it's Liv, who, again, like I said, probably one of the longest people, and Naomi set the square off, starting off the chamber when Jade's music hits.
Hmm.
And Jade comes down, beeline to the ring. Of course, Liv is playing it up like because she's afraid, not because she's guilty, but she's afraid. And
Hmm.
Jade knows, Jade has eyes, Jade saw who was there, Jade knows
She
who attacked
knows.
her, you
She
know.
knows.
I
She
knew it was.
knows.
Um, Jade comes down, makes a beeline to the ring, and immediately attacks Naomi. Beats her down bad. Catches her trying to crawl out of the chamber, smashes the chamber door, smashes the chamber door on Naomi's neck, to where she is stretchered away in a neck brace, while Bianca is forced to watch from in the chamber, horrified at the events. Give me your thoughts on what happened here. Is Naomi the one who did it? Is it just Naomi? What is the through? What's the big picture here? What happened? Who's responsible? How does this play out?
All right, so you know what? Here's what I'm thinking. Because at first, if there's anything we noticed in the Triple H era, not everything is what it seems.
Hmm.
Now, with the end result, with that happening, and with this end result of Bianca winning the chamber, getting that shot at Mania, this leads me to believe that it might not have been Naomi. Because look at it this way, we're going into WrestleMania with Bianca in the title match, and we have a face versus a face.
Hmm.
That never makes sense, especially for a WrestleMania. It doesn't make sense.
Hmm.
So I'm thinking Bianca did it, and Jade went after Naomi just because Naomi was the only one out of the pot. And I think Naomi was just caught in crossfires. So I think a lot's going to come to fruition within these next couple weeks. But I think Bianca's the one who did it, and Jade's going to rectify it and show it. And that's how we're going to get the heel Bianca for Mania. And it's going to be like, you damn right I did it.
I think two things. I think two things are true. I think you have a great point, but I do think Naomi did it as well. I think both things are true. I think that it was a two-man play where Bianca set it up and Naomi knocked it down. So Jay goes after Naomi because she suspects that it was just Naomi.
Mm-hmm.
And Bianca, you know, she has to play up being so devastated by the attack, and even in the interview after the show, being kind of flustered and not really knowing how to handle and seeming very yeah, I don't there's it seems very suspicious.
It,
And
it,
I
it
feel like maybe they were playing if they were playing to the rumors that they didn't get along, and you know Bianca thought Jay was taking her spotlight, and if they play into those internet rumors, and
quite possible.
Naomi, who spent her time wavering in the mid card, ended up finding a perfect way to
Get in.
get Jade out of the picture and elevate themselves.
Quite possible.
And it ended up still working out for Bianca, so she can't say, "Oh, I was in on it too." You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? She has to play the dumb role. But I think two things can be true. I think she absolutely did do it, and now we get to see the dynamic of that coming to fruition, and Bianca being that evil genius
Mm-hmm.
and doing that turn of, yeah, it was me all along.
Yep.
Um, so I guess that ties into the third point of what now happens with Bianca. Do we think that causes her to lose at WrestleMania? And then we'll leave
Do we
it.
think? Do we think what?
Do you think this character change in Bianca is going to cause her to lose this like second string thing she has with Jade?
Mm,
Does it cost her at Mania?
I think so because I don't think as soon as you turn heel, you're gonna go and get this belt. I don't think it's gonna work like that.
Mhm.
I think it's gonna take a little bit, but this is just gonna be the start of it.
All right. All right. I think the same thing. I think the same thing. I think it'll cost her just because with Rhea being the biggest thing in the industry, I don't
Mm-hmm.
think you can beat her while having a focus on two different things,
Yeah.
just storyline wise.
People have been asking me to be the best in the world. Why, Eddie, why?